everyone. Hi guys. Hello people of the world. You're watching Let's Talk About Tomorrow and I'm your host, Petrina.
And I'm your co-host, David.
Today we have Light on the show. Welcome to the show, Light.
Nice to have you, Lights. And with us, Mr. Baku.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for joining us.
Most definitely.
You know, these days, virtually everyone patronizes music. There's a playlist on your mobile phone when you're on the go or, when you're just chilling. In the sitting room, there's a whole setup of electronics. You have the speakers and, what else? In the marketplace, loudspeakers are blaring high-sounding music. And even when you take a commercial vehicle down full, it's a question of which song is being played, not if a song is being played. Even keke, when you enter keke and the sound is disturbing everybody sometimes. So, is music that important?
In Nigeria, especially Lagos, parties are part of the menu of life every week. And once you get to the venue of the party, the music is the first thing before anything
else. That's how
else.
you know that something is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say they can't even read or do anything without music on. Like, is music that important?
Very, very important.
Mm.
Aside from the Holy Spirit that Christ gave us as a comforter, I think music is seriously the next thing to comfort you.
So do you use music to read? Because I feel like people that say that they deceive themselves.
No.
They say they are original, they'll be dancing.
Okay, let's say you're using music to cram.
How?
You cannot be listening to music and what you are reading will be entering your head. But you can use music to
Because it
cram.
doesn't work for you doesn't mean it doesn't work for another person. So it might not be you. It might be.
Okay.
So
Is it possible?
Very soon.
Or do you use music to read?
I used
How?
it works for him.
to read, yes.
But you have to reduce the volume.
Of course. Man, no, you don't have to. This was many years ago. I think of late, like if I do domestic chores, you can leave the music on.
Of course.
Yeah, if you're scrubbing, cleaning,
That
washing.
one is
Oh, it's
very,
a
that
normal
one is
thing.
it's very
It's
important.
a given, Abi.
When you are
Okay.
washing clothes, you are washing
Yes,
plates,
you're
anyone.
mopping, whatever you're doing, the music is on.
If you do it without the music, you will not want to do that.
It's helpful.
You get help.
That's one. Number two is yes. So I remember that in undergrad, before I gave my life to Christ,
Oh, wow.
I was very, very heavy on rhythm and blues.
Okay.
It was normal for me. In fact, even when I was sleeping, I needed music to sleep. Yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
So there was this radio station that came to Port Harcourt Millie. They used to play rhythm and blues overnight from 10 p.m. till like 5 a.m. So I would have my
Radio down.
it's not even that small radio with
Antenna.
it's like a phone.
Okay.
Yes, I'll keep it on and just let the song be playing. When they played the song that I really liked back then, I would even wake up. Then, if I don't know if you grew up seeing people that used to put radio in their ear when they're walking on.
Because those are kids used to do it,
I did that a bit because of music.
But at this point, your own is sounding like addiction.
I mean, you were asking whether music was important, and I'm telling you that it was very important for me.
But
Till today, I'm a very much musical person. I may not be the best singer in the room,
Of course.
but you know that I cannot. Where did you follow me? But yes, I can compose. I do compose. I can compose.
Wow, that's
Yes,
great.
mix melody to
yes,
your
of course I can. But then, more than those, I don't think on my laptop, on my mobile phone, anyway, I'm somebody who can flow with just almost all the known genres of music, except the extreme ones like metal music. But I do know that if I'm exposed to heavy metal over a period of time, my ears will. But
I think anybody would like any kind of music, depending on your environment. Like, for instance, children will grow up and say, "Oh, I like this song because my parents used to play it when I was young." Like me, when I was growing up, my uncle used to play a lot of rock. So now I really like rock.
Yeah, so you see, a friend of mine told me that music is very powerful. Maybe I don't know if we are
The kind of music you listen to tells me a lot about you.
about you, yes.
Yeah.
So it has been proven scientifically that if you planted a few crops or even flowers in an area, say on this table now, and you play music along with it,
That they're going to respond.
no, they bloom
This
better.
day I don't.
It's a question now. That we're going to
They
respond.
bloom
Ah,
better.
that's it.
Yes, they respond in time, not that they will dance.
No, I
Yes,
know. That's
yes,
what I meant by
yes,
respond.
yes,
No.
they grow better and they are much more.
That's
Wow.
the thesis to go on. We need to go and
Yes.
put that
Then
in practical.
number two is the fact that it was said that if you wanted children to grow up to be very knowledgeable and become geniuses in their own right,
Mhm.
when they are children, there's a kind of music you play for them when they are asleep.
Mhm. I want to ask this
Let
question.
them be
Is there a kind of music for smart people?
There is.
And which is
Oh, now you want me to?
I'm going to wait for you guys to say to this before I say what's in my mind.
which is
Okay,
I would have
said,
interest.
you said that the kind of music someone listens to tells you a lot about. So it's not if someone listens to a lot of Afrobeats, what does that mean?
It's fine. There's Afrobeat and then there's something called DJ Wakimole. Stay away from it.
That's all.
In
That's
the
DJ
red
Waki.
flags, in the red flags I'm looking for, DJ Wakimole is like number 2. Because why would I be
Which one is
working with?
number one?
I don't know. I'm not going to. Let's not go there.
Okay.
Boys.
Okay, I just asked that one on this
Mm.
side. You said that there's music
For smart people, so I
Of
will.
course,
we are
there is.
interested.
No, hold on, I'm coming. So there's music for that when they are children. You play it for. Well, that's what it's. That's as far as we've researched.
Mhm.
You play it for them, and it has the ability to make their minds retentive, agile, focused, which of course are the properties that enable them to track information and process them. And so if it's going into flowers, it can also do to human beings.
Yeah.
You are talking about rock music. This is the issue. Music is the only thing in the world that does not require permission to enter your mind. There are a whole lot of things that we know we learn things subconscious, but music is the one thing that it enters you without you. So if you're in a place where you don't like what the music that's being played, you better leave because you won't even remember how you will
Seriously.
recall it one day
Honestly.
and be subconsciously
Seriously.
singing it. Yeah, so and a philosopher said one time was it Ireland or Scotland, he said, I don't care who writes the laws of the country. Let me write its music. I think that's what he said. Did you see what happened at Davido's wedding? A musician. Or when he plays his songs, what happens? We saw the impact that someone like this man had before he died, Michael Jackson. People are fainting at that. How many times do you see people do that for their presidents and local government chairmen and governors? And because if there are people that if somebody comes and says, maybe a celebrity comes and says, a musician comes and says, don't break the traffic law, they will obey him than to obey it when government says it. So musicians and music has enormous power over the human mind if you're not careful how you want to. For me, like I said, I flew with reggae, R&B, even traditional music. Okay.
You like Fela's music?
Well, Fela made a lot of good. But personally, I know where she's going. I won't make her time to go and listen to Fela.
Okay.
But I do know that he did a lot of good music. In terms of the merit of his music, it's excellent. But maybe because of the person he was, that's why people. I may not take out my time to say I'm going to listen to him. But in terms of excellence and merit, I give it to him.
So people usually say that music can bring people together. Do you think that's true, or is it something that people are just saying? Does music have the power to bring people together?
It has power to
Yes.
bring people together in what sense? Like when they are
Friendship.
fighting, when
Like-
they dispute or what? Or party?
Bring people together, like maybe they have a common aim to bring people together, or just for the sake of harmony or community.
It can.
Music-
Wait,
That's what I'm asking. I want to hear her own thing.
Yes, music can do that. Music is very powerful, especially the lyrics. You can't imagine when people are fighting. Two people are fighting, and then they use lyrics of music to actually like attack each other and speak to each other negatively. So imagine that kind of spirit behind
Yeah,
fights.
yeah,
Now imagine that kind of spirit bringing people together. Music is very powerful. So it can actually cause a
Yes.
dispute, actually bring people together.
I agree with you.
It has always done. So back in Port Harcourt, there used to be like I told you, I was very much a musical person many years ago. So on Monday nights, I think 11 p.m. there was a program they called Country Classics. That's country music.
Okay.
There was one Vincent, I can't pick his other name. Anthony Vite was the guy who presented the program. He was purely into country. So they played those country songs. What Alan Jackson? What are those their names now? This man, Jim Reeves. Oh, you okay? You.
This one is not mine.
I was looking for the white hair, my face.
Jim Reeves and co. He played their songs every Monday night, 11. Imagine that I was young, but I would stay up awake that 11 to like 12 or so. Then we later got to know that I think that those same Monday songs, but in Port Harcourt, so there was a club. They call it Country Classics Club or Country Club. People went and just sat down, maybe had some drinks and kept on listening to country music. Several years later, there was another. You're talking about bringing people together with music, right? In those kind of meetings, if you could have a manager in an oil and gas company, and the other person is a civil servant. Something common is bringing them together.
Yeah.
Men, women, even their children. Sometimes they like for them to know. Then you know, like your uncle liked rock. You understand? Now you feel like you're entitled to it. So then later it was another program called More Fire. It was reggae music. In fact, there was a day the man announced that he had imported. Then it wasn't this Mophone soft copy. Said that he had imported 400 CDs from Jamaica. I think it was every Thursday from 8 to 10. It was something that, reggae music. Okay, you don't.
It's not
It's not Bob Marley. So reggae music, we would listen every Thursday like that. We just catch everything we're doing and go and listen. Just listen and listen. Then after that, they now had one program they used to go and do somewhere. They call it a Liquid Towers. Imagine that from like 8 to 10, they will not gather themselves and say they're going to do extra listening again. They're going to another place, go and have an all-night party. But the point is that there are things people use music to achieve. Mood, maybe when they're moody or something, they want to.
But
in the Bible,
the thing is, I've always heard people say this. Maybe they're going through a breakup. Instead of you to listen to happy music so that you'll be happy, they listen
You
to
listen
sad
to what
music.
is in the mood now.
I don't get. I'm not supposed to use
to make them feel
achieve, like to get to where you want to
Do you know?
Is that not backward?
Do you know because I'm happy, clap along.
Eh.
Would you go and listen to that in the book yard?
They're not to break
Is
man.
it? Yeah.
No, so-
anniversary.
so they-
Perfect song.
this girl. So, but yeah, even in the Bible, there was a king who we are told the Spirit of God left him, Saul,
Okay.
and what did he need? He needed music.
Calm down.
In fact, he needed an anointed minister to play, and whenever David played, the evil spirit
It's not
left.
you.
Oh, hey.
So the little point we made there is this: the kind of spirit. If we started to say music is neutral and music is innocent, I won't fight with you. I'd leave you to it. But I know better than to believe that sort of thing. I know that music has something, such enormous power isn't neutral. There's something behind it. So people that you say they are going through something and are listening to depressive music, it's not depressive. What people need at that time is whatever that helps that help to bring them together as far as they keep their sanity. That's why I said there's a spirit behind the music. That one is beyond scientific or television analysis.
Feels like you can relate.
For as long as a person, can relate with it, just it's mood. But on the flip side,
try to get out of the mood.
slow music, very slow, like rhythm and blues. It's on low. Sometimes I can make it on low, but it's as I'm reading, howsoever I feel that thing can feed me. Is I just play along with it. But I mean now I know much better. I don't really need R&B to make me feel whatever it's want to feel. But music, yes, for me is important because people I think for people it's a natural resource.
It's a form of therapy.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is.
I think people need to actually watch the kind of music they listen to because a lot of time we listen to music and the lyrics maybe it doesn't really align with your morals, but you're just singing
Vibe into
along, and
it.
before you know it, what they're saying in the song, you will actually do
Do it,
that.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes,
If you're
you
not
will.
careful.
Yes.
You're
So-
listening to Cardi B's kind of music and you're not that type of person. You find that it's actually true. You find because
Behaving that
in the moment you're really enjoying what you are hearing and you're dancing and all of that. So,
And it's after when it has happened you realize that what did I really because those things are
The spirit behind it.
So you have to watch that.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you, Light, for being on the show today. And thank you, Mr. Abama,
Thank
for
you.
being on the show. Thank you, our viewers, for watching. We appreciate you. Drop your comment in the comment section. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Enterprise TV 7. Till we see you next time. It's goodbye for me.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.